I believe I'm making a video. Yes. Anyway, sorry, I do have to check now and then. Yeah, sort of having a lacking of luster kind of day, but we shall march on. Where the hell is that door open? Bit of water. I better put the pump on. Ugh. So many chores, so few Inmendhams to do them. Anyway. Don't like that door's open. Invaders. House invaders. Anyway. Anyway. So I was thinking about this modern mystic thing, and how I've made these videos saying how we're going to have to change the language and be more careful how we talk, and with the concession that yeah, it's probably going to take some time because so much of our brain it needs an expedience to language. It takes time to make our sentences, to construct them mentally, correctly, grammatically, and these are really hard habits to break or modify because it's kind of a core functionality, and it's difficult to get in there and fiddle with it, but yeah, I'm saying over time that would be a good idea. Apparently he's expecting it to happen now, or something. I don't know. I don't want to get caught up in his expectations. I just thought I would add what I've learned from this adventure, which is, you always get something out of something. It does change you. And so the change for this morning is the realization, recognition. Yeah, I've recognized another fact of reality. Yeah, I have. And it's rolled in my head before. I mean, I know I've said these words before. There is no present. And it's probably something to be cognizant of in talking about our existence. There's just past and there's future. Present is an illusion of our slow consciousness, the slow functionality of our thoughtfulness, where we sense a period in time that's really very long. A lot of atomic crap is taking place in these moments that we consume. You'd almost say, based on how many tiny particles are doing things, that it's like a very long period of time, by speed of light standards, that's, passing. While I just said the word passing, you could see that in a world where that was not a moment in time, it was many moments in time. And so it's a perceptual illusion, and an illusion of perception that there is a present. There isn't any present. Yeah, there's past and there's future. That's it. There's the progression of the universe through its momentum. And that's it. You just don't say, there's a moment. There's a moment. I believe there are moments. Don't get me wrong, there are Planck constants, but they're on such a tiny scale, there's no point in us talking about our present being the universe's present. It's clock speed. But like I said, its clock speed is you're in the past, and then instantaneously you're in the future. By a Planck constant. There's, like I said, the present isn't really an active participant in the universe. There's just past. Really, there's just past. There isn't even future. So there, we eliminated 2 out of the 3 problem things. And now we can just say there's just a past. And the future, you can't get to it from here. Yeah, you can't access it. Okay, you have to wait till it's in the past to access it. It doesn't happen until it's in the past. It doesn't exist until it's already in the past. It falls into the past as soon as it happens. It's in the past. So it's in the past. Everything's in the past. So that's all there is the past. And I think that's probably a good little bit of memery, to stay cognizant of as you project into your existence. Now, where me and the mystic apparently have a huge, gigantic problem in terms of communicating is understanding that we are machines, and we do have more functions than rocks. I already did this video, but you know what I mean. We're complex machines, and so we create illusions. We create perceptual mechanism, perceptual constituent. The universe is in a very particular way through the filter of our brain to create illusions of presentness. And it also creates models of reality. It can visualize me here, or it can visualize me in the future there. See, I'm almost there. So the future I talked about way back there, well, here it's coming. Here it is. We just walked through it. How cool is that? I saw the future. I had a vision of the future. Yeah, I saw it. Wow, maybe I'll do that again, and it was fun to walk into the future. Anyway, but yeah, we can see it ahead of time, and our filter will say, hey, that doesn't look right. You get hit by a piano. So walk around the piano, and then you won't get hit by it. And I say, yeah, I got plenty of time. The future's way the hell out there. So yeah, I got plenty of time to say, hey, piano, let's walk around it. Oakley doke, I did it. Hey, that's pretty cool. I'm controlling the future. All right, it's an illusion of control. It was inevitable that my filters were going to recognize piano, that my filters were going to say piano, squish, scary, bad, and that my filters would come up with a solution. Walk around the piano. Yeah, and walk around it this way because the path is smoother than that way. See, that way I could fall down and the piano could still get me. So it did all that. Because that's what this part of the universe is doing. It's calculating what is in the interest of the overall function of this thing. This thing has decided certain things are directives, some prime and some lesser, and it's attempting to check them off the list every day. Goes into the day and it says, let's do, but then it says, kind of lackluster. I lack luster. I don't know if I can do. But we march through it and see if it will acquire the luster later. Or not. Anyway, that's what in this story can a reasonable person say, Gary, you shouldn't have said that. That was totally wrong. I don't get it. I don't see it. Me no comprende. Yeah, I can even speak languages. Wow. Pretty cool. So anyway, this is, again, there's some sort of semantic, verbiage problem underlying this, whatever it is, this disagreement, I don't know. Or there's something completely ludicrous. I mean, either it's just an antagonism over, her name is Ethelite, not Ethel. or something. We're arguing about don't call my kid a nickname. Some sort of, I somehow rudely describe something by saying, I'm probably not going to get hit by an airplane up here. When, there's no probability, there's no possibility I either will or will not get hit by an airplane. So I can't say I probably won't get hit by an airplane. Because somehow I broke a rule. That's speeding or something. No left turns. But clearly when we say the word probable, we're not talking about actual reality. We're talking about modeled reality. So here's another important premise to conversation in terms of using language more precisely. Is that we probably should say that every time somebody says probably, they're talking about a model of reality, not the reality. The reality will be inevitable. Our models of reality have probabilistic qualities, possibilities in terms of changing things in the future. Like, let's say when I get to that rock, I'll hop up and down. Here I come, I'm almost here, I'm at the future. Whoa, I hopped up and down in the future. And now it's in the past. And it was inevitable, and it's satisfied its inevitability. Why? Because a filter said, hop up and down. It seemed like the right thing to do. It wasn't too vulgar, it was a little bit silly, but it wasn't like drop trousers or something. It wasn't, problematic as a social thing to do. So we did it. Wow, aren't we cool? Yeah. So anyway, let's concede that when I say I probably won't, or they probably this, or that probably this, let's all concede that I'm not talking about reality. I'm talking about a model of reality, where we recognize that we have a perception of what the future will be. No elephants. And, it's inevitable where there's going to be an elephant. Okay? But, in our model, it seems pretty certain that we got the no elephant thing right. And so, as I approach the future, it's looking brighter and brighter for my no elephant theory. And here I am at the spot, and no elephants. So my model accurately predicted the future, no elephant. It was inevitable that there wasn't going to be an elephant, but we couldn't know it back there. We could just run models. And modeling allows for modification. So between here and out there in the future, there's time for modifications to the model. I can't modify the inevitability of my actions. I can't access my programming and change it. Only my programs can change my programs. Only something already working can affect the already working. So I will do what I do. That's inevitable. But perceptually, there's no way we can know of its inevitability. We can only know of possibilities and probabilities based on experience. Yeah, I think I've made the point. I mean, come on. What else is there? There's nothing else to say. So there is no present. It's an illusion manufactured by our brain because it runs kind of slow. And it is all inevitable, but we can't know the inevitability. So we have to run models of reality, and models can be modified by altering an adjustment, and every alteration and every adjustment is an inevitable, but when we're doing it, we don't know that it's inevitable in terms of its outcome. We don't know that we can only know with a certain level of confidence. Once again, I'm walking into this future and I'm predicting no hippopotamuses. I can know that with a high degree of certainty. No hippopotamuses, I was right. So, there's levels of confidence we can have in the models that run inside our filters, but what will happen will happen. There's no changing the past to create a different future. You can't do it. The past is inaccessible. All you can do is perceive the future. You can see it ahead of time, or attempt to. And you either get it right or you get it wrong in terms of your predictions, and your body can react then in a quite mechanical, quite deterministic reflection of the logic in the universe kind of crap, and you will do your 2 + 2 = 4, walk around the piano, and go about your business. And that wouldn't be possible, unless you do this brainy thingy of anticipating the future, bringing the future into the past. You have to drag it with your filter into the past so you can see it and react to it, and thereby do what you inevitably will do. So, I think this was careful. Sorry, I have to pick up a tool and then get back to my other job, and then come back here. And, I can't get this thing on my arm. That's how often pointed out I'm getting too old for this shit. But anyway. So that's sort of the game we're playing. I don't see how we can turn that game off. I don't see any reason to turn it off because it seems to work. It's the way we are capable of producing efficient or maximized results in terms of the future becomes a better place. The past becomes improved. The current past is improved over the longer past based on the fact that we go through this filtering process of anticipating and remodeling and reacting to the new model. So by reacting to the fake future, we change, we create, change is the wrong word, we generate the inevitable real future. There, that's a safe comment, I think. By reacting to a fake future, we generate the real future. Yeah. We generate the real to be in the past. To be the next in the past victim. The most current in the past we can make through the process of being. We're part of it. That seems a safe thing to say. I'm part of the universe. The jiggling has to happen through my jiggling. It's all part of the game. You can't separate it out. You can't extract its influence. You can't do any of that shit. There is no. What does Yoda say? There is no try. There is do, or do not do. And such. Yoda would be cooler if he said and such. I think. Oh, look at lawnmowers. Look at the whole fleet of them. Yes, sir. Looks like the town truck. I didn't know they had so many lawnmowers. It is a town truck. 1, 2, 3. Wow. That's where all the money's going. Actually, it's 5% of the budget. Takes care of all this town shit. Yeah. The rest of the budget is cops and kids. 95% cops and kids. Anyway, that's a side subject. So, oh, there's a goose on the island. Somebody's got to go smash her eggs. Get to it, buddies. Yeah. There's an anti-natalism policy for gooses anyway. They're not doing the people in, but they're doing the geese in. So anyway, I'll walk on the bridge even though I'm running a little. I'm a little behind early. Yeah, so I won't be early. So by wasting a little time, I'll be right on time. Anyway, still feeling like I lack some luster. But I think this video was, yes, still recording. I think it was an excellent piece of work. Oh, what a nice straight piece of wood. Or tree, tree wood. Look at this. Free crab line. Oh, there's no crabs. It's funny. Gee, that was fairly easy to detach. I bet I can get a fish to bite it. Fish are stupid. Come on. Better not do this, I'll end up dropping it. I'll come back to that later. Oh, look, they got two little chicklets, monstrous little fluffy cute balls with them. Yes, they're very cute. Yes, yes. Gonna end up being fox food. But whatever. Life sucks. In the past. Yeah, when it gets to the past, it sucks. Okay. So, this is what they were doing, they're cutting the grass. Oh, I get it. That's what the lawnmowers were doing. They were cutting the grass. That's my theory. I'm theorizing. My filter is theorizing. Yes, these mowy lines with the flatness of the grass now. That's what those machines must do. They must hack all that grass off. Did it rather early, though. I mean, if I lived here, I don't know if I'd want to hear lawnmowers at 8 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. I've been getting up early, like 6:30 every day. So I guess it wouldn't bother me that much because you're already a couple of coffees into the day. So you can take it. Unless you're lackluster, then it's a little harder to endure. Look at that little doggy poo. So pleasant when people leave that shit. I forgot it, honestly. Yeah, I'm sure you forgot it. Right in the middle of the road. You forgot it. Yeah. So anyway. Alright. I think anything else to say deterministically? Yeah, so I'm all for modification of language. Trying harder. I validate these things. I'm not opposed to these things. But I think if we're going to ridicule each other for doing it wrong or saying it wrong, that we ought to do the ridiculing in direct conversation, not tonnage videos and trolling and silly satirical mocking. That doesn't seem very constructive at all. So, yeah. So, I just don't see. I'm often an asshole, but not this time. Certain other parties, are the smelly hole in this conversation. This is a nice weed, whatever it's called. Faxel or slaxel or blaxel or naxel. This is a nice moss, whatever it's called. Mossy moss. This is an evil weed. I hate that shit. That's like anthrax or something. hate that shit. Anyway, so I think we're done. Yeah, I'm almost at work, so I believe we will be done. That will be my prediction for the future. The video is going to end very shortly because, you know, people I work for wouldn't want me videoing their CIA secret location. Look, my trim bushes. I do a beautiful job, don't I? Yeah, I really am. It's too magnificent. There's a pile waiting for me. Wood chips. Look at the pile waiting for me. Anyway, till later. And such.